Meet Caleb Williams, the college football sensation who's been lighting up defenses like a smartphone screen lights up a dark room. In his college days, Williams turned heads faster than a swivel chair in an office prank. He's the kind of quarterback who makes throwing a football look as easy as tossing a paper airplane. With an arm stronger than a coffee brewed for an all-nighter and legs that could outrun a Wi-Fi signal, he's got fans and scouts alike scribbling hearts emojis on their scouting reports. Now, let's talk turkey. Can Caleb Williams go from college standout to NFL superstar, or will he be just another player lost in the shuffle like socks in a laundry machine? We'll dive into his stats, compare him to the past greats, no pressure kid, and figure out if he's got the secret sauce that turns a college hero into an NFL legend. So, buckle up sports fans. Today on FootballLore, we're about to embark on a football journey that's part comedy, part crystal ball gazing, and all about Caleb Williams' leap to the big leagues. Let's rewind the tape to Caleb Williams' college days. He started with the Oklahoma Sooners during the 2021 season, before transferring to UCSC in 2022. His first year at Oklahoma was the definition of okay. See what I did there? However, his transfer to USC saw him begin to absolutely light the field up, throwing for over 4,500 yards, 42 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions in 2022. He became the first Trojan to win the Heisman since Reggie Bush in 2005, and it was pretty much a lock that he would be hitting an NFL field at some point. His 2023 season brought a drastic decrease in production, but was still impressive with 3,600 yards and 30 touchdowns in the air. He was able to increase his scoring efficiency on the ground with 11 touchdowns as well. Caleb is definitely the top QB prospect of this draft, but it's not like this class is known for its QB depth so far. While he's had a great college career, there are certain aspects of his game that would have people worried. Why do some folks think Caleb Williams might stumble in the NFL, you might ask? Well, let's dive into this like a detective on a donut break. First off, there's the classic big fish, small pond theory. In college, Williams was the guy, the main man, the head honcho. But in the NFL, he'll be swimming with sharks, and not the friendly kind you find in cartoons. Can he go from being the star of the show to potentially playing second fiddle, or worse, carrying a clipboard while sporting a cap? Then there's the system quarterback argument. Critics say Williams thrived in a college system that was as tailor-made for him as a bespoke suit in a fancy boutique. But in the NFL, where defenses are craftier than a fox in a henhouse, can he adapt? Will his skills translate when he's not in his cozy college system, but in the wild, wild world of pro football? And let's not forget the physicality and pace point. The NFL is faster than a greased cheetah on a jet ski. Some wonder if Williams can keep up with the speed and endure hits that feel like being tackled by a runaway fridge. Sure, he's agile and has an arm that can launch a football into orbit, but can he handle the relentless pressure, the blitzes, and the welcome to the NFL hits? Lastly, there's the mental game. Williams is sharp, no doubt, but the NFL is a chess match where the pieces hit back hard. It's a mental marathon, and critics wonder if he's ready to be the grandmaster, leading a team while reading defenses that are sneakier than a cat burglar. He played well at USC, but his struggles this last year have some doubting if he has what it takes. One major issue he will have to adapt is his reliance on taking hits in the pocket. He has held onto the ball longer than any quarterback who's declared for the draft since 2014. Hanging onto the ball and tanking hits in the NFL won't lead to a long, successful career. He also tends to have moments where he over-relies on predetermined reads, leading to interceptions that could have been completely avoided. Imagine if football was a recipe, and you're trying to cook up the next NFL superstar quarterback. You might start by looking at past success stories and comparing a dash of Caleb Williams to them. Take a scoop of Russell Wilson, a sprinkle of Kyler Murray, and maybe a pinch of Patrick Mahomes, and you start to see the gourmet dish that could be Williams in the NFL. Like Russell Wilson, Williams brings mobility and escapability to the table. He can dance around the pocket and turn a broken play into a big gain, much like Wilson twirling away from defenders. But here's the twist. Williams is taller, giving him a better vantage point to survey the field, akin to Kyler Murray standing on his tippy toes. Now, stir in some Patrick Mahomes-style arm strength. Williams can hurl the ball downfield with the same watch-this confidence that Mahomes has. But unlike Mahomes' backyard football improvisation, Williams often sticks closer to the script, blending structured plays with his athletic flair. Physically, Williams fits the mold of the modern NFL quarterback. Athletic enough to run, strong enough to take hits, and with an arm that doesn't know the meaning of too far. He's not the prototype like a Peyton Manning statue in the pocket, nor is he a pure scrambler like Lamar Jackson. Instead, he's in that sweet spot. Versatile, dynamic, and always a threat, whether he's launching a 50-yard bomb or sprinting for a first down. In the end, Caleb Williams is like a blend of some of the best attributes of recent successful NFL quarterbacks. He's got the ingredients, but as any chef will tell you, it's all about how you use them. Will Williams be the next gourmet dish in the NFL quarterback kitchen, or will he need a bit more seasoning? Only time will tell. So, we've addressed the points of Caleb's game that need drastic improvement. But certain things are totally out of his control. Let's talk about the team that drafts him. If he lands in a rebuilding team's lap, he might face the lone hero syndrome, carrying a team's fortunes on his shoulders like a weary Atlas. That's a heavy load for any rookie, no matter how broad their shoulders are. Injury risk? Always a wild card. The NFL's hits are harder, the season longer. Williams' durability will be tested like a new smartphone's battery life. Can he stay as charged in week 17 as he was in week 1? And oh, the pressure to perform. It's like being the lead actor on Broadway on your first night. The spotlight is bright, the critics harsh, and the audience impatient. Williams will need to keep his cool, staying as unflappable as a duck in a rainstorm, even when the stakes are high and the chips are down. The teams most likely to win the Caleb Williams sweepstakes at the moment are the Bears, who have the #1 pick but also have Justin Fields at quarterback currently. The Commanders, who hold the #2 spot, Patriots at the 3rd slot, or possibly the Falcons trading up to the top spot as well. Any of these teams except for the Patriots would not be a fun situation to walk into. If the Bears end up drafting Williams, the expectations to perform will be insane. He'll be coming into a situation to replace another promising young quarterback who has had decent success. If he doesn't play at the level of Justin Fields immediately, the fans in Chicago will be calling him a bust before halftime. Combine that with a general lack of support in Chicago outside a few players, and that seems like a draft bust waiting to happen. The Commanders have the potential to be a good landing spot considering their new owner appears to actually want to win football games, which is a welcome change in Washington. Even with the bright potential of new ownership though, the franchise in its current state is an absolute mess. He would be walking into a brand new coaching situation, brand new ownership situation, and have pretty much no offensive weapons to really work with as a rookie. The Patriots would be a good spot if Bill Belichick ends up staying with the organization, but if there is a coaching change, then this becomes almost as big of a question mark as Washington. Even if Belichick stays, he isn't the quarterback whisperer we all thought he was. The failure of Mac Jones is proof enough of that. He would have a better chance than in Chicago or Washington, but it still isn't a guarantee. Any team like Atlanta or the Saints who trade up for Caleb might put him in a better spot. But in football lore, we personally think he isn't talented enough to transform a franchise. We could foresee him having a great career if he ends up somewhere with a culture of success and willingness to be patient. However, if he ends up with a crappy front office and no supporting cast, there is no way he is talented enough to single-handedly create a transformation. We're all crossing our fingers, toes, and eyes hoping Williams doesn't join the infamous NFL Bust Club. You know, the one with secret handshakes of disappointment. The kid's got talent, sure, like a chef who can make a mean grilled cheese. But can he whip up a 5-course meal in a kitchen fire? That's the million-dollar question. If the draft gods smile upon him and he lands with a team that's more well-oiled machine than Junkyard Project, Williams has a shot to shine. Think of him as a trusty sidekick, not the superhero. Put him in a Batmobile, aka a solid team, and watch him go. But toss him the keys to a beat-up jalopy of a franchise? Well, let's just say he's not football's version of a miracle worker. Williams has spark, no doubt, but turning a lackluster franchise into a Cinderella story? That might be a fairy tale too far-fetched even for him. He's not the football messiah who will part the Red Sea of defeat. He needs tools, a blueprint, and maybe a little fairy dust. So here's hoping Williams finds his golden ticket to a team that's got their act together, where he can be part of the ensemble cast, not the lone star in a one-man show. Because, let's face it, not every quarterback can turn water into wine, or a struggling team into champions. The Caleb Williams conundrum. Will he be the next NFL sensation or just another hopeful? On the one hand, Williams has shown he can sling the pigskin like a pro, boasting a cannon for an arm and legs that could outrun a rumor. His college highlight reel is so flashy you'd need sunglasses to watch it. However, every superhero has their kryptonite, and for Williams, it's the transition from college ball to the major leagues. The NFL is a different beast, where defenses are craftier than a fox on trivia night and the game moves faster than gossip. Can Williams adapt his playstyle to outwit this gridiron geniuses? Then there's the whole right team, right time lottery. If Williams lands with a franchise that's more fixer-upper than move-in ready, his path to stardom might have a few more potholes. It's one thing to be a shining star, it's another to light up the entire galaxy. In conclusion, Caleb Williams' journey to NFL elite status is like a choose-your-own adventure book, full of potential, but with multiple possible endings. He's got the raw ingredients: talent, athleticism, and a flair for the dramatic. But will that translate to NFL success? That's the million-dollar question. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to press the like button and comment down below if you think Caleb Williams will be a bust or not. If you like NFL or college football videos, we regularly are posting videos similar to this, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss another video. Have an amazing day.